And that is where we find 10 News anchor Abby Ham in Asheville. Abby, you made that journey, and typically I make it a lot when I'm going to see family in North Carolina. I know your journey typically takes me 3 hours 45 to get to North Carolina. I knew it took you a long time just to get to Asheville.
It sure did, Robin. It took us a long time simply to drive here, but also to prepare for our trip. We had to make sure to bring all necessities with us because we didn't know what we would find when we arrived here in Asheville. And I will tell you, to give you some perspective, this damage is so widespread that we would have to go an hour and a half just to find a hotel with water and electricity. Maybe even further than that in some cases, Robin. It is pure devastation. Our journey brought us here to Biltmore Village, and you can see the destruction. This is the Swannanoa River, where you see a van on its top, a dumpster in the river, along with, it looks like repair crews have brought in, or that was probably some road work, some coil from some road work. You see trash, debris, parts of buildings. Off in the distance, we see a McDonald's restaurant and a railroad crossing sign that is pushed to the side, a Moe's restaurant that is damaged very badly. And this is the scene for this entire area of Biltmore Village. We saw a Cava sign on the road. We see damage to buildings that is so excessive, the brick is ripped off the sides. We know the destruction that water can do when it rises, Robin, and that is evident here in Biltmore Village. We have seen restoration crews here today. We have seen a lot of emergency personnel. We keep hearing the sound of emergency helicopters overhead taking necessary aid to people. The problem right now is people being able to access that aid, being able to get the water they need, being able to get Wi-Fi and cell phone service and electricity. It's going to take many days, even weeks, for them to remotely know what they're up against in terms of recovery, Robin.
If you've been to Biltmore Village, you know prior to this, it was a charming, charming village, if you will, and to see that destruction is just devastating. So, Abby, I know it was a tough trek to get to Asheville, but have you had the opportunity to talk to people? And if so, what are they feeling? What are they saying? What are they experiencing?
Well, we did. We talked to people in downtown Asheville. That was our first stop because we wanted to get an idea of what we were working with in terms of where we would stay and how we would work this trip and map out how we were going to cover this story in the best way we could. We walked in downtown Asheville. There were a lot of people gathered in certain spots around, which you knew that was where the Wi-Fi was at its best. So people were gathered outside on sidewalks. We also saw a DJ and a food truck and a guy playing the guitar, everybody trying to keep people in good spirits. And we're going to show some of that video here later on Channel 10. But you know the people of Asheville are going to come together and combat this storm, and that's obviously what they're already doing in terms of emotional support at this point, Robin.
Yeah, you have each other, and certainly they have the support of the entire country, no doubt. All right, Abby, thank you so much. We will be checking back in with you.